Om. 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 Sahana Bhavatu. Sahanau Bhunaktu. Sahaviryam Karavavai. Tejasvinavadhitamastu. Ma Vidvishavahai. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Sairam. And just to revise what we did last week, we have started the study of Sankhya Yoga, which is the second chapter of Bhagavad Gita. We did an overview of the entire Bhagavad Gita and the significance of the second chapter. As Swami said, that it is the essence of Bhagavad Gita, and it covers all the aspects of Bhagavad Gita, and the other chapters basically are commentaries on various aspects which are mentioned in this chapter. We also looked at the first two verses. In the first verse, Sanjaya is telling Dhritarashtra about the state in which Arjuna was. And then Sri Krishna says to Arjuna why he was suffering from certain bad qualities. I think he used three words: Anarya Jushtam, Ashvargyam, Akirtikaram, like that. There are three things, three words which he used. And he also used the word Kasmalam, that, he identifying all the negative tendencies of Arjuna which were showing up. And now we will continue with the third verse. Again, Sri Krishna is continuing what he had started telling Arjuna. We'll first read it. Klaibyam masmagamaha partha naitattvayupapadyate kshudram hridaya daurbalyam tyaktvottishta parantapa. Klaibyam masmagama partha naitattvayupapadyate kshudram hridaya daurbalyam tyaktvottishta parantapa. Klaibyam masmagamaha partha naitattvayupapadyate kshudram hridaya daurbalyam tyaktvottishta parantapa. I'll just look at a couple of uh, aspects of pronunciation here. Klaibyam masma gamaha. There are no aspirated consonants, so it should be reasonably simple. The word partha, the tha, the last letter is aspirated or mahaprana, so it has to be stated with some extra air, which is it's the second letter in the tha class of consonants. Naita tvayupapadyate, there are no aspirated consonants. It may be a compound word. With a little bit of practice, you can read it. The second line, kshudram, the kshu is with sh, which is cerebral. Kshudram, hridaya daurbalyam, no aspirated consonants. Tyaktvottishta, again the last letter, ishta, is ish is cerebral sh, and ta is aspirated or Mahaprana because it's the second letter in the ta class of consonants, ta varga. Parantapa is unaspirated consonants, made of unaspirated consonants. Let's look at certain sandhi split now. Klaipyam, ma, sma, gamaha, there are no sandhi related changes. Partha also. Naita Tvayupapatyati is made of three words. Oh, sorry, four words. Na, etat, Tvayi, Upapadyate. Na, etat, Tvayi, Upapadyate. When joined together, it becomes Naita Tvayupapadyate. The first na and etat becomes naitat. A and a always becomes I. So na etat becomes naitat. It and it actually it's just double T or etat twayi. No real change, but they just joined. Twayi and upapadyate in that E and U becomes EU. Okay, E and U. E and U always becomes U. So E and U becomes EU. Okay, Tvayupa Padyate. So to put together, Naita Tvayupa Padyate. The second letter, Kshudram, is standalone word, no sandhi related changes. Hridaya Daurbalyam is a samasa compound word. I will just put a dash just to make the words distinct, but it's one word, compound word. Tyaktvottishta is made of two words, Tyaktva and Uttishta. A and U becomes O. Okay? Tyaktvottishta. Parantapa, no change. We will look at the word-to-word meaning. Clybium. Clybium generally has multiple meanings. It comes from the word kleber. Kleber means one who is unmanly, one who is not showing his masculinity. But it also means is covered. So I've used the word covered is because that's the word Swami also has used in his in the Gita Vahini. So covered is one who is weak and timid. Okay, so covered is masma. Masma. Ma means don't. Ma means don't. Sma has different meanings depending on the context, but in this context, I've taken it as at all because it's an idiomatic usage. So masma means not at all, do not at all. Okay, do not at all. Okay, gamaha. Gamaha means to go somewhere. Somebody who has gone, reaching a place. So it's masma gamaha means don't go there. Don't go there at all. That's what Krishna is telling. But don't go to cowards. Don't go to the place where cowards are. So, Klaibyam Masmagama. Don't go there at all to a state of cowardice. O Arjuna, Partha. Partha is another name for Arjuna because Kunti's name is Pritha. Name is Pritha. So, because of that, Arjuna is called Partha. Pritha's son is Partha. But Partha also, Swami at sometimes has said Prithvi, earth. The son of earth is also called Partha. And so it refers to all of us also. So Arjuna represents all human beings. Okay, Partha. Na means not. Etat, this. That is, what is this? This cowardice. Na etat. Twayi. Twayi means in you. Tvam is the first noun form. First noun form is tvam, you. Twayi is the seventh noun form. Okay. Which is in you or on you, that kind of meaning. So this is not in you. Well, let's look at the next word also. Upapadyate. Upapadyate, um, it's a verb, but it means becoming or fitting. So this covered is not fitting you. It's not appropriate for you. Na etat tvayi upapadyate. This kind of cowardice doesn't look good on you. It is not fitting you. It's not becoming of you. So I've used the word becoming and fitting. The next word is kshudram. Kshudra means that which something which is lowly, which is very mean. Kshudram, which is despicable. Okay. Hridaya daurbalya. Hridaya means heart, which all of us know. Daurbalyam comes from the word durbala. Bala means strength. Durbala means bad strength. That means weakness. So daurbalyam is that which comes of weakness. So it's a weakness of heart. Your heart is very weak. So that's what Krishna is saying. This meanness, this weakness of heart. Again, all this relates to the same klaibya. Klaibyam, kshudram, hridaya daurbalyam. They have been all synonymous words describing the condition of Arjuna by Krishna. Tyaktva. Tyaktva means give it up. Tyaja. Tyaja means to give up. Tyaktva means having given up, give it up, and then uttishta. Uttishta means to get up, stand up. I've used the word rise up. Means he's fallen down. He is dropping everything and he says stand up. Means rise up. So he also says he has fallen into tamas. I think the previous one we looked at. Tamas is a state of sleeping, lethargy. From that, he's waking him up into a state of action. Uttishta, tyaktva, uttishta. Give that up and stand up. Parantapa. Parantapa means it's addressing Arjuna. Oh, Arjuna, this is seventh vibhakti, or Sambodhana it's called. So he's addressing Krishna, Arjuna. Krishna is actually addressing Arjuna as Parantapa. Tapa means to scorch or burn or torment or inflict suffering. Param means others. So in this case, it can be taken as enemies. So Parantapa means who is a tormentor of enemies. That is the nature of Arjuna. If there are enemies, he knows how to inflict harm. Such a person, such a person should not be a coward. So he's sort of contrasting Parantapa with Klaibyam and Hridaya Daurbalyam, who is weak at heart. If you are a person who can attack enemies and inflict fear and hurt on them, and now you are yourself scared, you seem to be weak. So it does not become proper for you. It doesn't look good on you. So that's what Krishna is telling. I'll have a summary of these words. O Arjuna, do not become a coward. That is not becoming of you. Give up the lowly weakness of heart and rise up, O tormentor of enemies. So this is the way Krishna is trying to get Arjuna out of his melancholy, sadness, and fear and worry. We will read an excerpt from Swami's Gita Vahini. Most of these excerpts are from Gita Vahini, chapter 2. Oh, 1 second, I think I. Okay, sir. Give me a minute. Sorry about it. One line got cut off, so I just interpreted it. Sorry. So this is from Swami's Gita Vahini, chapter 2. So Krishna is addressing Arjuna. How could this miserable shade of cowardice overtake you now, when you have been clear and bright all along? This is quite unbecoming to the hero you are. The word Arjuna means pure, unblemished character. Why then this grief? The battle is imminent. The clouds of war have gathered and are thundering. The foes in front are awaiting the moment when they could jump into the fray. They have heaped countless injustices and cruelties on you, and now they are ready to grab the land that must come to you as of right. You have so far borne all the agony they have poured over you, without stirring even an iota away from truth. You have fulfilled all the conditions they imposed, and you have passed through the years they prescribed for your exile. Your attempts to effect a compromise were futile. You could not avoid the clash of arms. We have yielded as much as we could. Now, war is the only method by which the eyes of evil-minded Duryodhana can be opened to his own iniquity. This war was decided on after long deliberation. It is not a hasty resolution taken in a fit of anger. Responsible elders have weighed the pros and cons and come to the conclusion that the resort to arms is inevitable. You and your brothers approved all this and appreciated the decision. You have been preparing for this battle with enthusiasm. In fact, you have been immersed in it more than others. How wrong is it for you now to turn back? This war has not pounced on you in a trice. You have been collecting the wherewithal since long. Remember how you struggled and starved and lived on roots and the fruits of the forest in order to win the Pashupatastra from Lord Shiva? How you went as far as the Loka world of the Lord of Gods, Indra, in order to win celestial arrows for this battle? I thought that the moment of destiny for the annihilation they deserved has come for the wicked Kaurava brood. But now you have started this morning dirge. Why this ominous note? Which Shastra lays down this attitude? Think of the duty as a member of the Kshatriya warrior caste to uphold dharma, to protect justice. Yours is the wealth of courage, adventure, and steadiness. But you are overpowered by this strange detachment, which is pathetically out of place. This cowardice brings shame on you and even on your far famed forefathers. Fie on you. You have dragged down the Kshatriya race into disgrace. War is the royal road for your kind, the road which leads to heaven. How can you escape infamy if you withdraw from the field now? You have earned the title Vijaya by the prowess of your arm. Do not tarnish the reputation you have won by a lifetime of effort. Give up this weakening delusion. Listen to me. Remind yourself of what happened at Amaravati. You disregarded the approaches of the divine damsel, Urvashi, and when she wanted a son through your grace, you replied, "Take me as your son." That revealed you as an incomparable hero. The curse that she spelt on you, sorry, in her discomfiture helped you at the court of the Virata king to pass off as an eunuch. Teaching dance the royal princess, is it not? Where has that heroism gone? Tell me, how has this pusillanimity come over such a stalwart? You came to me and disturbed me in sleep and with your request. Sorry, I will repeat. You came to me and disturbed me in sleep with your request for help in this battle, from which you are running away. You are now running away. Am I to help you thus? Have I to watch while you are fleeing? Pluck this delusion by the roots. Reduce this fear into ashes. Become a hero again. Thus exhorted Krishna. So this excerpt from Gita Vahini. Swami is, each of these words in this verse, Swami is expanding and expounding it for us so that we understand what was communicated to Arjuna by Krishna. Okay, so now these are two verses of Krishna talking to Arjuna. We looked at one last week, and this is the second one. Now Arjuna is responding, which is the fourth verse in the second chapter. We will read. Arjuna Uvacha Katham Bhishmamaham Sankhe Dronam cha Madhusudana Ishubih Pratiyotsyami PujarhavariSudana. Arjuna Uvacha Katham Bhishmamaham Sankhe Dronam cha Madhusudana Ishubih Pratiyotsyami PujarhavariSudana. Arjuna Vacha Katham Bhishma Maham Sankhe Dronam cha Madhusudana Ishubih Pratiyotsyami PujarhavariSudana. We'll look at some aspects of pronunciation. Atham. The tha is the second letter in the tha vargo, third class of consonant, so it has to be aspirated. Bhishma Maham. The word bhi, in the word Bhishma Maham, the letter B is aspirated because it's the fourth letter in the per varga, per class of consonants. It should be aspirated B. Then Sankhe is the next word. The last compound letter Kya. That Kya is the last. There are three letters in Ik and Ya. Sankhya. As you can see, Sankhya and Sankhya are sort of related here. But we look at the meaning. That K is aspirated. Okay. K and Ya. Sankhya. Okay. So it's a bit difficult, but it has to be aspirated. Dronam cha Madhu Sudana. The second letter Madhu is also aspirated because it's the fourth letter in the third class of consonants. Madhu Sudana. The next word is Shubhi. The Shu is cerebral sh. The Bhi is again aspirated, just like Bhishma. Pratiyotsyami, no aspirated consonants. Pujar Havari Sudana, no aspirated consonants. Let's look at the Sandhi split. Katham is a standalone word, no Sandhi related changes. Bhishmam Aham becomes Bhishmam Aham. Then and A becomes Ma. So it's a simple change. Bhishmam Aham. Sankhya is a standalone word, Dronam and Cha also. Madhusudana is also standalone word, but there are two words in it's a compound word, so I'll just put a dash to separate the individual words within that compound word for ease of reading. Ishubhi is a standalone, but Pratiyotsyam is standalone. Pujar Havarisudana is made of two words. Pujar How is the first one. That's a compound word. Arisudana is the second word. The Au and A becomes Ava. How is H and her and and Au. In that Au and A which follows it becomes Va. Okay. Ukhva. Sorry, Hava. Okay. We will look at the word-to-word meaning. Arjuna Vacha. Arjuna said. Okay, in this conversation, Arjuna is now talking to Krishna. Arjuna said, Katham. Katham means how. Okay, Katham means how. Bhishmam, referring to Bhishma. Aham means I. Sankhya. Okay, Sankhya in this war. Sankhya also means war. So it's a seventh vibhakti of the word Sankhya. So in this war, okay. Dronam means Drona. That's Drona who is the archery guru of Arjuna, who taught him archery. Cha means and. Okay. How can I Bhishma and Drona? Okay. Madhusudana is addressing Krishna. Madhu Sudana, one who killed the Rakshasa demon, Madhu. Ishubihi means with arrows. Ishu means arrow. So Ishubihi is with arrows. It's the third vibhakti, plural. Third noun form of the word Ishu. Ishubihi means with arrows. Pratiyotsyami. Pratiyotsyami. Yotsyami means to fight. I am fighting. Okay. Pratiyotsa means fight back. Uh, how can I fight back? When they fight, how can I fight back? How can I oppose them in the fight? Pratiyotsyami. Puja Arhav. Okay, Puja Arhav means people who are worthy of worship. Puja is worship. Arhav means who are worthy of something, who are deserving worship. Puja Arhav. Those again, it's a dual noun. Arhav is a dual noun. So those who are worthy of worship, those two who are worthy of worship, which is Bhishma and Drona, who Arjuna holds in very high regard. Then he is addressing Krishna as Arisudana. Madhusudana also he has used. Arisudana also is another name. Ari means enemies, wicked people or enemies. Both it's okay. Sudana is one who destroys. So, so it also implies Krishna only bad people we should kill. You only kill bad people. Uh, so how can I kill Drona and Bhishma? Okay. Who are worthy of worship. These two are worthy of worship. Others may not be as respectable for me, that's for Arjuna, but he considers these two as very exalted. Okay. So that's what Arjuna is telling. I have given a summary. Arjuna said, "O Madhusudana, how can I fight back with arrows Bhishma and Drona, who are worthy of worship in this war, or destroyer of foes?" So he's telling only bad people you should kill. But how can I kill these two people who are worthy of worship? So he's telling Arjuna, Krishna, Arjuna is telling Krishna. So this is an excerpt from Swami's Gita Vahini, chapter 2. Arjuna asks Krishna, O Madhusudana, listen to my words. Those who are in the front of the battle line are all worthy of worship. The great Bhishma took care of us when we lost our father and brought us up from childhood and shaped us into what we are. He is a father to us, the grand old man of our clan. And what shall I say of Drona? He loved me more than he loved his own son, Ashwatthama. I had all his love. He is the Guru who, through that love, took me as his favorite disciple and made me into the bowman that I am. Do you want me to now? Do you want me now to use the skill he taught to overthrow him? Is it right for a son of Bharat to do such a thing? In battle, we have to kill our enemies. Is it not? Or can we fight fathers and teachers who deserve reverence? So he's asking Krishna, Krishna, you know you kill only bad people, enemies. But these two are not my enemies. So how can I kill? They are worthy of my worship. So that is Arjuna is very smart. He's giving clever arguments. So that may not be the only reason. So he's picking that as the best argument to place in front of Krishna for his feeling sad. Then he continues. He's not leaving Krishna, so he's continuing. So we'll read that next verse. Gurun hatva hi mahanubhavan श्रेयो भोक्तुम भैक्षमपीह लोके हत्वार्थ कामांस्तु गुरूनिहैव भुञ्जीय भोगान् रुधिर प्रदिग्धान् गुरून् हत्वा हि महानुभावान् श्रेयो भोक्तुं भैक्षमपीह लोके हत्वार्थ कामांस्तु गुरूनिहैव भुञ्जीय भोगान् रुधिर प्रदिग्धान् गुरून् हत्वा हि महानुभावान् श्रेयो भोक्तुं भैक्षमपीह लोके हत्वार्थ कामांस्तु गुरूनिहैव भुञ्जीय भोगान् रुधिर pradigdhan. We will look at some pronunciation aspect, this verse is full of aspirated consonants. So let's look at them. Guruna Hatvahi, there are no aspirated consonants. Mahanu Bhavan. This Bha is aspirated, fourth letter in the per class of consonants. Shreyo Bhoktum, again the same Bha, aspirated Bha. Bhaikshamipiha. Bhaikshamapiha. In the Bhai is again the Bha, aspirated. Loke, no aspiration. Atvartha. Artha, this tha is also aspirated, second letter in the third class of consonants. Atvartha kamanstu. Gurunihaiva, no aspirated consonants. Bhunjiya. The bhu is aspirated. Again the same bha. Bhogan, again the bho. Bho has to be aspirated. Rudhi, this dhi has to be aspirated. Fourth letter in the third class of consonant. Pradik dhan, again, the again, aspirated. So practice a little bit while reading. We look at any sandhi related changes which are here. Quite a few there. Gurun ahatva. Gurun ahatva. In plus a becomes na. So that's how it becomes gurun nahatva. But it's gurun and ahatva. He mahanubhavan, no changes. The shreyaha has become shreyo because of sandhi. The visarga has become u, and that's how it becomes yo, shreyo. Bhoktum, standalone, no chandra related changes. Bhaiksham apiha is made of three words. Bhaiksham, api, and iha. Bhaiksham api becomes bhaiksham api. Api plus iha becomes piha. So that's how it becomes bhaiksham apiha. Loki standalone. Hatvartha kamanstu is made of three words. Hatva, artha kaman, and tu. The hatva, artha becomes hatvartha. Okay. Artha kaman is a compound word. I've just put a dash just to show the two distinct words in that compound word. Un and tu, it's a special sandhi, becomes unstu. There's an is which gets added in the sandhi. In some sandhis, an additional letter is added. So in this case, in and tu, when they come together, an is added between them. Kaman tu becomes kamanstu. Okay. The next one is Guru Nihaiva. It's made of three words. Gurun Iha Eva. Gurun Iha becomes Guru Niha. Ha and A becomes Hai. A and A always becomes I. So Hai. Guru Nihaiva. Okay, made of three words. Gurun Iha Eva. Bhunjiya and Bhogan are standalone words. No sandhi change. The next word is a compound word, but I have separated the distinct words Rudhira and Pradigdha so that it's easier to read. We will look at the word-to-word meaning. Gurun. Gurun is an object, which is second vibhakti or second noun form, plural. Okay. Gurun means these gurus, as it's used in the word of as an object in a sentence. Gurun. Ahatva. Hatva means having killed. Ahatva means without killing, having not killed. Ahatva. He means indeed. Okay, it sort of emphasizes something. Indeed. Mahanubhavan. Mahanubhava means, Maha means great, exalted ones. Anubhava means a great ones. Mahanubhava. Shreyaha. Shreya means better, something higher. Shreyaha means higher. Bhoktum. Bhoktum means to eat. To eat is bhoktum. Bhuj means to eat. Bhoktum means to eat. Okay. Bhaikshyam. Bhaikshyam comes from the word bhiksha. Bhiksha means begging. Okay. Bhaikshyam means the food we got by begging. The alms we have collected, the food, anything which we collect through begging, that is bhaikshyam. So, bhoktum bhaiksham, to eat food begotten by begging. Api means even. Iha loke, that is in this world. Iha means this. Loke is in the loka. In the loka, seventh vibhakti or seventh round form. Iha loke means in this world. Okay. Hatva means having killed. One is not killing, hatva. This is opposite of that, hatva, having killed. Artha kaman. Okay, artha kaman. See, artha kaman, artha means wealth, kaman means all that we desire. So in the purusharthas, dharma, artha, kama, moksha, which are the four purusharthas, four goals of human life, artha kaman is the middle two, wealth and enjoyments. So Arjuna is referring to that artha kama, wealth and pleasure. So he's also very skillfully using it because artha kama without dharma, without moksha. So that means only for this world. Okay. Artha kama, well, again, this is again a plural noun. Artha kama. To, rather than, rather than. Okay. When we put it all together, you will understand rather than. So he's comparing Shreyaha to means better than, rather than. Gurun, that is gurus. Iha means again here. Eva, indeed. Again, it's an emphasis, indeed. Bhunjiya, enjoying. Enjoying is bhunjiya. Bhoga. Bhoga means all the pleasures, all the comforts, and so on. Bhoga, pleasures. Rudhira pradikta. Rudhira means, Rudhira is blood. Rudhira is blood. Pradigdan means which stained, which, it's soaked in blood. Okay. So to eat the pleasures which are Rudhira prakta. So he's comparing two things. One is one is not to eat, not to kill these people, the elders, and eating what we beg. Means we don't have any, if we don't engage in this world, we become beggars. So when we are beggars, we have to beg any food and eat because we don't have anything. Okay. One option is not killing them and being beggars. The second option is to kill these people and becoming wealthy, artha kama. Okay, but that artha and kama, that money is soaked in blood of these gurus. Okay, which is better? That's a uh, question which Arjuna is asking Krishna. Not the question, actually, is making a statement. Is Shreya, it's better to eat bhoktum, got by begging, food got by begging, bhaiksha. It is better to eat food which we obtain by begging without killing these gurus. Guru nahanatva. Okay. Who are great exalted one, Mahanubhava in this world, Ihaloki, in this world, rather than enjoying the blood stained pleasures. This is Bunjiya Bhogan. The blood-stained Rudira Pradaktan pleasures, bhogan, wealth and enjoyment, arthakama, gurun hatva, from killing gurus. It is better to eat food got by begging without killing the gurus, great exalted ones, in this world, rather than enjoying the blood-stained pleasures of wealth and enjoyments from killing gurus. See, Krishna is telling Asvargiyam, Asvargyam, in one of the first verse which we looked at last year. He's telling this is not worthy of heaven. That's what Krishna is telling. Your condition is Asvarg, is Anarya Asvargyam, Akirtikaram. These are the three words used. So which basically Krishna says, person, we have to go to heaven, it's not heavenly. So Arjuna is telling, in this world, you want us to eat blood-soaked food or beg. I'm not worried about the other world. I'm talking about this world. So that's Arjuna's argument. You are talking about the other world, I'm talking about this world. Heaven we will go only when we die. But here you want us to enjoy blood-soaked, eat blood-soaked food and enjoy blood-soaked pleasures. It is better to beg. This is what Arjuna is telling Krishna. So let's look at an excerpt from Swami. You say that heaven can be won by battle. I cannot realize how heaven can be got through killing these revered gurus. If this idea spreads, few gurus can survive. Whatever you might say, let me tell you this. Rather than earn happiness and power through these means, I feel it is better to live on alms collected from door to door. Food won through killing such men is mixed with their blood, and I would prefer a meal got through beggary. So this is Arjuna's argument. Okay. And he's not stopping, he's continuing with this argument. We'll look at the verse of his. One more verse we will look at today. Nachaitad vidma katharanno gariyo yatva jayema yadiva no jayeyu yaneva hatva na jijivishamastevastitha pramukhe dhartarashtra. न चैतद्विद्म कथरन्नो गरियो यत्वा जयेम यदि वा नो जयेयुः यानेव हत्वा न जिजीविषामस्तेव स्थिता प्रमुखे धार्तराष्ट्रा. न चैतद्विद्म कथरन्नो गरियो यद्वा जयेम यदि वा नो जयेयुः यानेव हत्वा न जिजीविषामस्तेव स्थिता प्रमुखे Dhartarashtra. We'll look at some as pronunciation aspects. Na chaitad vitma, no aspirated consonants. Katharanno, gariyo, yatva, jayema, yadiva, no jayeshu. There are no aspirated consonants. Yaneva hatvana, jijivishamaste. So far, no aspirated consonants. Maybe the sha, which is cerebral, you have to pay attention. Avasthita. This is avagraha. Means A is silent. This S-shaped letter. This Thi, in this Thi, which is a compound consonant, the Th is aspirated, which is second letter in the third class of consonants. Pramuhe, the K is the second letter in the K class of consonants. So it is aspirated K, Pramukhe. It comes from the Mukha. So K. Dharda. Dhritarashtra's name is Dha is separated again. Dhardarashtra. We will look at Sandhi related changes in this verse. Na stands alone. Chaitad Vidma is made of three words. Cha, Etad, and Vidma. Cha and A becomes Chai. Chaitad. Vidma, there are no changes, but it's just joined. Naichat Vidma. The next one is Kataranno. There are two Sandhi related changes. Kataran and Naha becomes Kataran Naha. But then Naha, the Visarga becomes O, U, and because of that it becomes a No because of a Sandhi change when it's followed by Gariya. So it's Kataran Naha becomes Kataran No, and Gariyaha, the Visarga again becomes U and becomes Yo. Ya plus U is Yo. That's a transformation of the Visarga, same as Naha. Naha becomes No and Gariyaha, Yaha becomes Yo. Yadva is another Sandhi, but no changes per se. Jayema, Yadi, Va, no changes due to Sandhi. Again, Naha becomes No. The Visarga becoming U and the Na turning into No. Jayeyuhu. Yaneva becomes Yaneva with two words, Yan plus Eva. No, it's a no special change. In plus A becomes Ne. Yaneva. Hatvana, no changes. Jijivishamaha and Te and Avasthita becomes one word, one compound word. Oh. Jijivishamaha and Te, the Visarga becomes Is. Maste. Jijivishamaste. The Te and Avasthita, the A becomes silent and Te becomes longer. Te Vasthita. Okay. Jijivishamaste Vasthita. Pramukhe and Dhartarashtra, no changes to Sandhi. We look at word-to-word meanings. Na means not. Cha, also. Etat means this. Vidma. Vidmaha is a plural verb. That means we know. So the we is implied in the word vidma, so I put we within brackets. But we comes later, but the verb itself signifies that there's a we associated with that. Okay, vidma. Hataran means among these two. Okay, which among these two, which Kataran? Naha, we. Gariyaha, greater. So we can put all these three together. So Arjuna is telling, also, we don't know. Naha, vidma. Naha, na vidmaha. Means naha, na vidmaha means, naha means we. Naha, na vidma means don't know. So he's including Krishna also. We don't know. What do we don't know? This. We don't know this. What is this? Which of the two is greater? So he's going to tell there are two things, and he says, Krishna, we don't know which of the two is better. Okay. So then he goes on. Yad. That yad means which. Va means or. This or that, that kind of va is given. Jayema. Jayema means that we can win. Our victory. Our victory is one outcome of this battle. Our victory. Yadi means again which. Va is or Nahajayeyuhu, that they can win us. See, we winning is one option, one outcome. Them winning us is another option. Jayema or Jayeyu? Which is better? Which of the two is better? We don't know. It's telling Krishna. Okay. Yan means whom, eva indeed. Hatva, having killed. We have already looked at the word hatva, having killed. Na, not. Jijivishamaha, desire to live. 1 second, I think I made a. Once, let me go. Okay, fine. Desire to live. Te is them, plural. Avasthita. Avasthita means remain standing in front of us, type of thing. Avasthita, standing. Pramukhe, in the opposition, facing us. Mukha is also face. Pramukha means who is opposing us or facing us from the opposite side. Dhartarashtra, sons of Dhritarashtra. So Arjuna is saying, I don't know whether it's better we win these people killing them or they winning us over. So he says he's confused. He doesn't know which is better. Okay, that's it. Will continue further. I've summarized here. Also, we do not know which of the two is better. Kataranno Gariya. Okay. Our victory or their victory over us. Jayema or Jayeyu. Who remains standing opposing us. Pramukhe Avasthita. Who's standing in front of us. The sons of Dhritarashtra. Dhartarashtra means sons of Dhritarashtra. Killing whom we desire to live. Okay. Hatva Jijivishamaha. Okay. If Arjuna is confused, I don't know whether it's better us to kill them and live, like to live, or them killing us. I don't know which is better. Or we don't know which is better. He's including Krishna also into that. Or I don't know whether he's talking about Pandava, but so this is an excerpt from Swami's discourse. Well, even if I give up all these qualms and fight, how can victory be counted upon? Expecting victory to come to us, how can I resolve to slaughter these elders and lose both the worlds? If by chance they win, then beggary is inevitable. If we win, it is as bad as losing, for of what gain is the victory if the price we pay is the destruction of kith and kin? We gain but inconsolable grief for the rest of life. Krishna, I am at a loss to solve this problem. My intelligence has deserted me. My nature has undergone a vast change. I do not know why. I cannot distinguish between right and wrong, dharma and adharma. So this is Arjuna's confusion. He doesn't know which is better, them killing us or we killing them, and we wanting to live after killing them. So Arjuna is very, very confused. And so that is what Arjuna's argument about his unwillingness to fight. So he's continuing his arguments a little more in the next couple of verses. So we'll continue to look at them at the next session. Next week we don't have a class because of Ekadash Rudra. So in 2 weeks' time Saturday we'll meet. If there are any questions, I will respond if I have an answer, or I will refer and come back to you. Okay, Saira.
Sairam, brother, one question, please. In this, the last slide, what is the two worlds is referred by? The slaughtering these elders lose both world. Which world they are referring, please?
So Krishna is he is referring to Iha and Para.
Yeah.
Iha means in this world. Para is the other world, which is one is heaven, one is earth. So Arjuna is saying
Okay.
here also it's going to see if here also it's going to be bad.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay. And we may lose heaven because we have done something bad by killing our gurus.
Okay. Okay. I got it.
So we will not even get heaven. We will not be so happy in this world because we will always feel guilty.
Yeah.
So we will lose this world and that world.
Okay. Okay. Great. Thank
So
you.
so that is so, yes, Auntie. Can I guess, Auntie?
No, that's a nice one. Very Sai Rams, they says beggary is inevitable. I mean, we don't think. I mean, none of us thought about it, but Arjuna is thinking like it would have been inevitable if they had lost.
Yes.
That was a very scary thing, and we never thought in those terms.
Yeah,
We always think Krishna is on their side, so they are going to win, and
yeah, but
there
that,
was this possibility too.
yes, that's also possible.
Yeah.
Yes. But Krishna doesn't want, again, later on you will see, Krishna is saying whether victory or loss, you should not worry about both.
Oh my God.
He's selling later on, but we'll come to that.
Thank you, Arun.
Sairam, Sairam. Yes, Sister Brinda.
Oh, Sairam, brother. I have, sorry, I'm also confused as so much confused. So I'm trying to say whether, uh, they wage the war in the dharmic way for the current situation in what's happening in the current world right now, whether they wage the war in the dharmic way or not. Is it okay to give Gita as example, like Krishna has said, it's okay to, to gain your rights? Is it okay to do that? Or can we justify the wars happening now in Russia, Ukraine, or the Gaza genocide? Like, is it okay to give Gita as an example for that? And the rest of the world, the ordinary people like us, who doesn't have the capacity to put a stop to this, are we also gaining bad karma by just looking at it and unable to do anything? And is it okay to move on thinking these put everything as mass karma or the people affected areas? By this, are we also gaining bad karma? That's my question.
Very good question, sister. See, in Sanatana Dharma, there are four varnas: Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaisya, Shudra. Each of them have a certain duty. Here, Krishna is talking to Arjuna about Kshatriya. I think Swami has also used that word in one of the excerpts which I have. As a Kshatriya, it's your duty to wage war. Unfortunately, in the modern day world, we all want to be everything. See, everyone wants to be a ruler. We think we have to choose the ruler. We have to also do the rulership. It is not necessarily sanctioned by Sanatana Dharma. We have all have a job of something. And ideally, I think we should do that. If we are in the armed forces, then we should fight. The politicians I think, may be functioning as kshatriyas. That's a reality. Politicians and the rulers,
I'm okay. Yeah, thank you, dear. I'm in a class.
their role is that. But what happens is they also influence the people to so much that we also start worrying about it so much. So even if you take Mahabharata war, only the Kshatriyas who went to war died. The common man who was not in those varnas, they were doing their job. The farmers were plowing and tilling the land and bringing food home. There would have been teachers who would have been teaching. There would have been priests who were doing their worship. So the priests would do their worship saying, "Oh Lord, you know best, let the best come out of it, and we will do our prayers for world welfare." That's all we can do. The farmers will say, whoever it is, let's go and cultivate, let's feed the world. That's what the Vaishyas do. We have to bring the food, it has to be distributed, let everyone eat. If everyone starts worrying or everyone starts fighting, the world will not be a good place to live. So I think, but what happens today is we listen to news and we are troubled. Yes, we need to be aware of what's going on. And if that has an impact on us, then so that we can be better prepared. Other than that, we should neither worry or because we should know that the Lord will take care of it. We can actually, when we read the Gita, and Krishna is telling Arjuna, don't worry, don't feel sad or don't feel angry. Just do what you think is right, and be willing to accept victory and defeat. So the thing is, yes, it's very difficult to find dharma war here today in this world. That's a reality. In every war people are waging, their very adharmic tendencies are there in the sense, but they may justify it. That's what's happening in today's world. So there's no situation where it's dharma alone or adharma alone. That's the problem, I think, in my view. So dwelling on these and thinking and worrying is no good. Now good will come out of it because we are powerless to effect change in this world of a certain kind. But I think we have power in doing what is good for this world. Like even when Rama went to wage war, we can only do our part in this world to make the live world a better place. There's so many wars which are going on, but these two conflicts are in the news all the time. But similar issues are happening around the world in many different places. But we are not aware of it because there's no news coverage. That's a reality. So I think for us, we should do what we have to do, what is our role in this world, positively doing that. Yes, you are right that we cannot know which is dharma, which is adharma, whose side is better, whose side is not better. At each time, different people are doing something bad, but the common people are suffering. I think that's also a fact. So if people are suffering, it's always better to help. If we can provide any help, I think we can provide any help. And we can pray for peace for everyone. I think that's all I may understand. I hope I've answered your question. I have not made it a bit
Yes,
more.
thank you, Brother Sairam.
Sairam Antikan, I guess.
Sairam, Sister Brenda raised a very good question, I would say, because when you were discussing all these, my thoughts were around these modern things going on, current things. Actually, like this is why Kurukshetra is a special spot where they fought, not like nowadays. And then no children were killed there, like except these Upa Pandavas and others, that they were involved in the war, they were killed. This is like innocent people, innocent children, women. So the modern warfare is very different from what was going on in Dharmashetra. So this was, I don't think we can even compare this and think.
That's very true. We can't compare. But there is, there are people don't know. There is some dharmic reason maybe for some of the things, but the way it's done, there are more crimes than real war. The thing is that see, one of the reasons many people say why India was conquered by Britishers. We'll go back to that. Swami has spoken about it. See, the thing was, Indians never knew that you can wage war in an indiscriminate way, adharmic way. Apparently, that's why Indians lost to the Mughals as well as the Britishers, because they could never imagine waging war in a very adharmic way. Swami is talking about this is in Sathya Sai Vagni also. So in India, war had certain dharma. And after sunrise, no fighting. Before sunrise, no. After sunset, no fighting. Before sunrise, no fighting. You had to you had wage a battle in a common place where you don't hurt and harm civilians. Both sides, even Duryodhana's, they were also following the rules to a great extent because that was dharma. But of course, there were stray incidents like Ashwatthama killing the children of Pandavas. They are also, but a small scale. But yeah, that's true. In today's modern day welfare, there's no dharma. So, unfortunately, we have to face this and we have to live in these times, in these countries and situations where it's like that. It's sad. So I think we can only do what is within our powers, which is the best we can do is to pray. And in small ways, we can help people around us. And
another question is, I want to know whether even this is attributed to the karma of those people living there. Is it their, I mean, did all those millions of people, did they do bad karma?
See, one of the things which we don't understand, see, if you go to the modern industrialized industry of animal husbandry and things like that, animals are slaughtered in millions.
I know.
Who is worried about that? See, we are worried about some people being killed, but animals are killed every day in many factories, in billions and trillions. We are not upset about it. That is also adharmic. That's also unnecessary suffering of animals, the way they are brought up and so on. But we turn a blind eye to that also. So same people inflict same type of pain to other beings, living beings. So of course, karma plays a big role. So we cannot fathom the workings of karma. So that's what I will say. I know it's sad, the situation is bad, but there is always God around. There are good things also happening in this world. There's not much attention to it. That's all I can say. So we will. It's something for us to pray, and that's all we can do. We don't have even people who are elected. They don't have power to change the way things work in the world. However, even if they wish to, unfortunately. So we'll stop here if there are no
Yeah,
more.
very sad. Thank you very much.
Sairam, everyone. So we will close with prayers and we will meet in 2 weeks' time. Next Saturday, there is no session. Okay, I hope everyone makes a note of it because of Ekadasha Rudra happening in the Middlefield Sai Center. Sairam. So we'll meet on the 30th. Sairam. Om Samastaloka Sukhino Bhavantu. Samastaloka Sukhino Bhavantu. Samastaloka Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Sairam, everyone.